Long ago, there was a man named Samson. God had a special plan for him. Samson was to be a Nazirite. He could not cut his hair. Because Samson kept this promise, God gave him a gift, the gift of incredible strength. He was stronger than anyone. This strength was not his own. It came directly from God. Samson used this strength many times. He fought enemies of his people, the Israelites. Once he tore a young lion apart with his bare hands. Another time he caught 300 foxes. He tied their tails together with torches. His deeds were talked about everywhere. Everyone knew about Samson. His strength was tied to his vow. One day, Samson traveled to a place called Sorek Valley. There, his eyes saw someone new. Her name was Delilah. She was beautiful. Samson fell deeply in love with Delilah. He spent many days with her. He told her many things. He felt happy when he was with her. But Delilah was a Philistine woman. The Philistines were enemies of Samson's people. This was a dangerous path for Samson. His heart was leading him into trouble. Love can be a wonderful guide, but it can also blind us to dangers. The leaders of the Philistines saw this. They saw an opportunity to defeat their strong enemy. A dark cloud was forming over Samson. The Philistine lords came to Delilah. They came with a tempting offer. Find out the secret of Samson's strength, they said. They promised her a lot of money. Delilah listened to their words. The shiny silver began to fill her thoughts. So Delilah started her mission. She asked Samson, "Tell me, my love, where does your great strength come from?" Samson did not tell the truth. "If they tie me with 7 fresh bowstrings," he said, "then I will become as weak as any other man." Delilah tried the bowstrings while Samson slept, but when he woke, he snapped them easily. She tried again, asking with a pouting face. Samson told her, "Use new ropes, never used before." Again, Samson broke free. Finally, Delilah used her strongest weapon, her words and tears. Delilah knew this time he told the truth. She sent word to the Philistine lords, "Come up this once, for he has told me all his heart." Then she lulled Samson to sleep on her lap. She called for a man to come and cut Samson's hair. As the 7 locks of his hair fell to the floor, Samson's incredible strength left him. Delilah then shouted, "The Philistines are upon you, Samson!" He woke up thinking he could fight as before, but he did not know the Lord had departed from him. The Philistines seized him easily now. They gouged out Samson's eyes. The man who had seen so much beauty now saw only darkness. They took him down to Gaza. They bound him with bronze chains, and there in the prison he was forced to grind grain. The strongest man alive, now a blind slave. But even in that darkness, something small began to happen. His hair, the sign of his vow, began to grow again. The Philistine lords held a great festival. They wanted to celebrate their victory over Samson. They offered a great sacrifice to their god Dagon. The temple was filled with people. They believed their false god was greater than Samson's god. Then someone had an idea. "Bring out Samson that he may entertain us." So they brought the blind Samson from the prison. He stood before them and they mocked him. Samson spoke to the young servant leading him. "Let me feel the pillars on which the temple rests." The servant did as he asked. Samson placed his hands on the 2 main pillars. He closed his sightless eyes, and he prayed a prayer from the bottom of his broken heart. "Oh Lord God, remember me, please. Strengthen me, please, just this one time." He pushed with all his might, and the temple crashed down. Samson's story is like a big book full of exciting pages and sad pages. It teaches us about trust. Whom do we trust with our deepest secrets? Samson trusted Delilah, and she broke that trust. It reminds us to be careful with our hearts and to place our ultimate trust in God, for He will never betray us. The story also whispers about betrayal. Delilah chose silver over love. She chose lies over loyalty. Betrayal hurts so much, doesn't it? It shows us the heavy price of deceit and how our choices can hurt others and ourselves. But the story doesn't end in darkness. Samson, in his final moments, turned back to God. God is always ready to forgive, to restore if we turn to Him.